Hi guys, Bert or C4FX here, and I'd just like to say before I play the tutorial that it'd be awesome if you could just leave a like right now before you watch it. It definitely gets me motivated to make more tutorials, so it'd be awesome if you could do that. And please bear in mind that this is my first tutorial, so sorry if I don't explain everything that well. I tried my best, and hopefully you understand everything and you're able to make a sick intro at the end. So if you did make an intro and you uploaded it to YouTube, it'd be cool if you could put it as a video response. I'd love to see them and check them out. So yeah, hope enjoy this tutorial guys, and I'll see you later. Hi guys, Bert or C4FX here, and today I have a tutorial. This has been requested quite a lot, so here you go. I'm going to be teaching you how to do an intro a bit like the one I did for Psycho. So basic animation, logo comes in, text appears, looks pretty good. So this will be two parts. First part will be Cinema 4D, second part will be editing in After Effects. So obviously you'll need both of these softwares, and you'll also need the plugin called Throwsy. So I'm going to be using the Synergy logo. You can use whichever logo you want, but you need the .ae file of it. So here's the Synergy logo. So I'm going to drag that in here. This will pop up. Make sure Connect Splines is ticked, and also the scale. You can have what you would like. I normally have about 2. It varies for the different logos. So just click OK, and here you have your logo. Your logo may come in a group with different paths if it has different parts of the logo. Mine is just one simple logo, so that's good. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go into this little box here which comes up with multiple views, and I'm just going to center the logo. So just drag it down to the red line. Doesn't have to be perfect, and to the green line like that. Now we're going to make it 3D. Really simple. In this box here, hold down, click, and select extrude NURBS, and just drag your path into the extrude NURBS, and it's 3D. We're going to make it a bit wider, so you want to go into Object, and in Movement, the last one, you want to move it, say about 50. You can have whichever suits you, not too big, otherwise it won't work in the intro. Now I'm going to add some caps, so go into the caps, start cap, I want a fillet cap, and I want the radius 3 and the steps probably 2. Same for end, fillet cap, steps 2, radius 3. You can have whichever you want. Like I said before, it varies for every different logo. So I'm happy with that. Now we're going to go into the render settings. The render settings is this little box here. I want to click that. In output mode, I usually have, in film and video, I have HDTV 1080. You may have a monitor of 720, so it's either that one or that one. I'm going to choose this one. In the frame range, it will be set as current frame. You want to change that to all frames. And in save, you want to check the alpha channel. That means it doesn't render the background. And you want to the format has to be TIFF PSD layers, which means it renders in images. So when you save it, you want to definitely save it into a folder, so all the images go into that folder. So I'm not going to save it, but you should save it now. Into effects, I add ambient occlusion and global illumination. Ambient occlusion, just leave it like that. Global illumination in irradiance cache. You want to change all of it to low, so it doesn't take as long to render. Leave that at least squares. Smoothing, weak, and leave oversampling at weak. So you can exit the render settings, that's all good. Now we're going to add the camera of the intro, so just add a regular camera. You want to go into this camera by clicking that little box, and you just want to center it by putting noughts in all the positions and all the rotations. Click enter, and now you're just going to zoom out, and at the end of the intro I want the logo to be about there, that far away from the camera. You can have it different if you like. I'll have it about there, and you just want to keyframe the camera, so just click this little keyframe here, there. Now we're going to make this timeline longer, so the intro has more time. I usually have 250 frames, so just drag this out to 250, and there you go. So next step is to animate the logo. We could do the materials later. I don't do that till later on. So you want to go into the multiple view here and zoom out of this one. So at, say, we have 4 seconds for it to come in. 1 second is about 30 frames. Sorry. So 90 is 3 seconds, 120 4 seconds. So at 4 seconds we want the intro to be here. So we just, with the extrude knobs selected, just click a keyframe there. And at 0 we want it to come in, so we'll have behind the camera like that, and hit a keyframe. Now we're going to go out of the camera view and just edit it so we can have it to animate. So I'm going to have it coming from around the top right corner, so I'm going to drag it over here and up about there. Is good. Hit the keyframe again, and now to make it spin, it's really simple. You just click this little rotation tool here, and you just want to drag like that and hit a keyframe. So now if we just play it, you'll see the logo spinning into the center like this. You can spend more time on the rotation if you like. I'm just gonna go through it quickly so the tutorial doesn't drag on. So when it comes in like that, I don't want it just to stop. I'm gonna have it move a little. So if I have at 120, have it go like that, and then about a few seconds, well, like a second later, it goes back to 0 and keyframe. So now it will just have a nice little bounce to it. Secondly, I don't know why I just said that, but in the camera, right click, Cinema 4D tags, and we're going to add a vibrate. This gives the camera a nice little nice movements. Enable rotation, keep that down to 5%, I usually have it on every one, and frequency 0.5. So let's just see how that looks. Okay, that's way too much, so it's going to bring this down to about 2. Play that, logo comes in, nice movement on the camera. You can do whatever you like, you can have more, you can have less, you can play around with the position and the scale, but this is right for me, I like that. So now we're going to add the text, so MoGraph, MoText, going to Object, and we're going to have it align to the middle, and we're going to change this to whatever you want. I'm making an intro for Synergy Dread, so I'm just going to have Dread like that. We're going to make it much smaller, so in height you just drag this down and have it about 115, and then we're going to go into the multiple view and we're going to move it to in front of the logo, about there, and we're going to move it down to about there. So now we're going to change the font. I usually use a nice bulky fonts. Let's see what we have here. You can use any font you like. Go use typograph. Yeah, that's nice. Make the depth so it makes it thicker, not fitter, thicker. In depth, just bump that up to about, I think I'll have 30. Drag it forward a bit. I think I'm going to change the font, maybe to. That's not thick enough. I think for the tutorial I'm just going to keep this. I think I'm just going to keep typograph. You can have anyone you want. Okay. So caps. You want to put the caps to fillet cap on end and start. Bump that down to about 2. And you want to give it any material you want. I'm just going to load in some of my previous materials. You can make some new ones or get some from any packs you want. I think I'll use, for the text, I'll bring both of these in. You wanted some lava kind of textures, so I think I'll use one of them. And load some more. For the logo, I think I'll have this. So drag that onto the logo, go into the click on the material, and you want to change the projection to cubic, and seamless, you want that checked. For the text, same thing, drag it on, cubic, seamless, and I'm going to bring the length down, say about 50 on each. And now you want to bring the lighting. Most people download Lightrooms from packs. You can use them if you like, but I'm just going to show you some quick and easy ways to light it up. The best way is a spotlight. So you want to go into the multiple view, just drag this out like so, and you just want to give it some sort of an angle. I usually have it high, looking down at the logo, like that. Okay. So in the light, I'm going to change the shadow to shadow map soft, and I'm going to bring the intensity down to about 70, no, maybe 80. And I'm going to change the colour to a nice warm colour. So just move this along and just give it a warm colour. Maybe a bit too much. There we are. So just render it out, give it a quick look, see if the materials are looking nice. Okay, I think I may change the lava material. I'll change it later, but for now I'm just going to leave it. You can just mess around with what materials you like, choose the best ones, and so, you know, it's to your taste really. So now we're going to animate the text. So select your mode text, and this is when Throwsy comes in. Go into plugins, Throwsy, and just normal standard Throwsy. This little box will pop up. I'm going to have 200 pieces. You can put more or less. 200 is what I usually put, and I'm going to tick keep original object and break now. So this normally takes quite a while to break. Sometimes it normally takes 10 minutes for me. It's different for everyone, so I'm just going to pause the video and come back once it's done. Okay, so mine didn't take too long to frowsy. It took about 4 minutes, and you may see it looks a bit messed up here, but don't worry, when you click render, it's exactly the same as before, as you see there. So you can just exit frowsy now, and what you want to do is all the ones with the little blue triangles you want to select. So by holding down commands on your keyboard, you just want to select each one of these, right click and group objects. I'm going to drag that to the bottom and I'm going to call it logo, or text rather, text backup. Okay, so now we want to delete these rigid body tags and we want to tick all of those. Now for the inside texture, you basically open all these up, and where it says here cut inside, you just want to double click and add whatever you want to the colour. I normally go for a luminance, so a nice luminance red. I'll take specular off, and the colour, I'm going to have that red as well, and I'm going to give it a glow. Outer glow I usually have 0, but inner glow I have about 100. So there we go, you see all of these have changed like that, which is good, that's what we want. Drag that back up, and you just want to minimize all these. Okay, so now we've got the text all frowsied, you want to select all 4 parts. You may have more, as you may have more text, and you just want to go mirror graph, effector and plane. In the parameter you want to untick position, and in fall off we're going to make it linear. Bump up the scale, scale about 175, and the orientation plus X. Into the parameter you want to tick scale, uniform scale and -1. Here it breaks it all up into mini pieces. In fall off I'm actually going to change +X to -X, which means it works that way, which is better for me. So there you go. Now we're going to animate it, so when the logo comes in like that, about 120, have this at 0, and it's going to take about 2 seconds for the text to completely appear, so 30 frames, 50, 30 frames, 80, 180, and we're going to drag this like that and hit a keyframe, and there you go. So now I'll just play this through. Nice camera movements, logo comes in, text appears with a nice glow inside it, and that's it. So like I said, my materials aren't great because I haven't had time to play around with them, but just take your time with the textures, and yeah, it's all whatever you like, whatever textures you like you can put in there, and that's the basic animation. I don't think I've missed anything out. Give it a quick render, see what it looks like. It won't look great as I haven't had much time to play around with the textures, but it looks pretty nice. There's a nice glow, little pieces building up to the text, and there you go. So this has been part 1. Part 2, like I said earlier, will be After Effects. I'll edit it and add some flares, some colour correction. So yeah, I hope this helped you out. Hope you learned a lot. If you did, then please just leave a like. If you have any questions, any problems, which probably will happen because I know it's not the same for everyone, so just comment and I will answer. I see every comment. So yeah, don't forget to click the thumbs up if it helped you out, and part 2 will probably be up in a couple of days. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.